I think it's important to realize that before you start seeing results and really being passionate about what you're doing, oftentimes you need to choose to be really dang good at something. So spend a lot of time, a lot of energy becoming an expert at something, and then you'll start to see results. I think a lot of people tend to say, here's something I'm passionate about, how can I align this with a job or some work? But the reality is, if you get really good at something, then you become passionate about it. So my name is Brett Thoreson, and I'm one of the co-founders of a software as a service company called CartStack. CartStack is a shopping cart abandonment solution for e-commerce websites. So essentially, websites would add our tracking code to their site, our system follows their users, and when they abandon the website, our system kicks in and sends out emails so those users come back to the site and convert. So the motivation behind starting CartStack was I owned a web development company previous to CartStack. We had a customer that came to me and said, hey, I have this e-commerce website. We're noticing a lot of abandonment on our cart page. So we'd like you to build out this feature that would email customers automatically if they abandon the website. So if they've entered some information and they leave the website, we want our system to, or his website, to email them. So I thought about it a little bit. I kind of talked to a couple other e-commerce customers, and they had a similar problem. So I went back to the first customer and I said, hey, instead of me building this as a one-off feature for you, how about I build this for free for you and you can be a beta tester, thinking that I would release it or present it to my other customers and potentially build a software business out of it. So I think my power move, at least with CartStack, was doing less but doing it better. So one of the things I think a lot of companies do is they try to be all things to all people, or they try to, when it comes to their competitors, they really try to focus on what features their competitors have. At a certain point, we decided that we were going to do one thing, and we were going to do one thing exceptionally well. We're going to do cart abandonment, and we're going to be the best in the world at it. Up until that point, we had several customers and other leads asking us to do different things, like potentially add these other features that weren't part of our core competency. But I think actually saying no and saying, look, we do this thing and we're going to be the best in the world at this has really gotten us to grow. So I think the biggest motivation for me to become an entrepreneur, and I definitely started this is a big part of my life early, was my dad was an entrepreneur, and he came to every single one of my baseball and football games because he had the flexibility to do so. So it was really important for me as a young age, realizing that entrepreneurs have flexibility. Grant, we work a lot, obviously, and the common phrase is, as an entrepreneur, you get to choose which 80 hours a week you want to work, but at least you get to choose, at least you have the flexibility, and you like what you do.